Hi, my name is Nicolette Mendicino, and I welcome you to my presentation on coping skills and emotional regulation in a transitional living program. I have recently accepted the position of a transitional living program counselor at the Kenneth Young Center and have conceptualized the need in coping skills, use, and implication. I was inspired to work with this population because of two factors. One, a large part of this program is to provide support to clients as they integrate or reintegrate themselves into the community while learning independent living skills such as budgeting, paying bills, cohabitating, day structure, and many other skills specific to each client. Another essential aspect for these clients is to be able to successfully live independently is their ability to cope and manage their mental illness. I found that clients who struggled with their mental health management were also struggling with their independent living skills. And this is the area that I'm focusing my research proposal on. Siskind et al. 2020 discussed that mental illness and homelessness are closely associated. Risk factors for homelessness include poor independent living skills and other functional deficits. This is why a transitional living program are important aspects for mental health centers. They offer a combination of mental health treatment and life skills implicated through the restoration and development of emotional strength and independent living. The goal for transitional living programs is to empower the clients to develop the skills necessary to heal, function, and thrive in the community. Sanchez et al. 2016 found that successful completion of transitional living programs helped the client's symptom management, maintenance of stable community housing, successful integration into educational and employment settings, improvement of social skills, maintenance of friendships and social relationships, and the participation in leisure activities. The purpose of my research is to focus on the client's awareness and competence of coping skills that are useful for their ability to function independently in the community. Clients who are appropriate for a transitional living program include, but are not limited to, diagnoses of major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, schizoaffective disorder, borderline personality disorder, intermittent explosive disorder, and intellectual disability. Clients with mental illness are also more likely to have experienced abuse and neglect, suicidal ideation, substance abuse, interpersonal problems, low socioeconomic status, and low family and social functioning. Breeden, Hall, and Jacob, 2018, defined coping skills as the cognitive and behavioral process that individuals use to manage both internal and external demands in stressful situations. My intended proposal is to provide training for clients on coping skills to promote their ability to successfully cope with their illness and to successfully live independently. And here is some of the relevant literature that I focused on. Most of the literature focuses on clients' ability to comply with their treatments in a transitional living program and their ability to rely on the community, as well as their ability to cope with their illness. These researchers focused on strengthening social support and promoting independent control of symptoms. The target population is the Transitional Living Program at the Kenneth Young Center. There are 8 clients total, 4 males and 4 females, and with an age range of 25 to 60. All clients are Caucasian, and they are engaged in some form of therapy, whether it's individual therapy and or psychoeducational rehabilitation group therapy. Their mutual goals are to become confident in their ability to live independently, as well as to manage their mental illness. Other goals are personal to each client, but most of them entail regulating their symptoms. The intended intervention was to have clients create their own coping skill cards that list their top 3 skills that they would feel most confident and comfortable in being able to use. Staff will facilitate the clients as they determine skills that are appropriate for them and their needs. The purpose of these cards are to measure if the clients can self-regulate through a given situation while utilizing their top 3 skills before reaching out for supplemental support. Ziefman et al. 2019 discussed that dialectical behavioral therapy, or DBT, and mindfulness approach to coping skills have found consistent evidence. The 4 modules of skills include mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotional regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness. DBT targets emotion dysregulation and aims to improve emotion regulation capacities through the development of new coping responses. The goal is to train clients to use their skills for the purpose of regulating emotions and reactions and for them to feel confident in their use of independently navigating situations. Adler et al. Found that coping skill use was most strongly related to less symptom reactivity on occasions marked by an increase in negative affect or a decrease in positive affect. Clients will be presented with a 4-point Likert scale self-report to answer how confident they feel that they are able to use their coping skills and how confident they are in their ability to successfully function independently in the community. It is intended that the coping skill cards will encourage clients to use the allotted skills to work through their emotions independently and overall implement greater confidence in the skill use. And here are some examples of specific DBT interventions and some possible examples of what clients could have put on their coping skill cards, again, making it really personal to them. The clients would have been instructed to utilize all 3 coping skills in a distressing situation before seeking support from staff or other services. The hope is for the clients to become accustomed to utilizing their own abilities to cope and function. I hypothesize that the clients will rate their self-report confidence scale higher at the end of the proposed research. The hope, again, is by promoting specific use of these coping skill cards for the clients to gain social support and resilience. Welsh et al. Concluded in their study that the resilience required to overcome years of impaired functioning will be strengthened by the opportunity to learn critical and adaptive thinking and problem-solving skills. Some limitations might include the small sample size, client's inaccuracy of self-report due to cognitive function, and the client's habitual behavior of automatically contacting staff for problem-solving support. And here is a list of some of my references and supportive literature. But this concludes my presentation on coping skills and emotional regulation in a transitional living program. My hope is that you all gain some insight on the hypothesized need for coping skills training for individuals in a part of the transitional living program. Thank you.